CDC now confirming 21 cases of monkeypox in the U.S. Pennsylvania reporting its first probable case Thursday in Philadelphia. Sonica Bargo joins us now with more on how healthcare officials are reacting. Sonica.
Valerie, I spoke to a doctor at Lancaster General Health, and his message, don't panic. Monkeypox is not COVID-19 all over again.
We have the tools to fight it, and I think we'll be okay.
With nearly 24 cases confirmed in the U.S.,
monkeypox is not a new disease, although this outbreak is new.
Lancaster General Health Chief of Infectious Diseases Dr. Joseph Contra says monkeypox will continue to spread.
We will very likely see patches of cases popping up around the country.
But he's not worried.
This is certainly not something to panic about.
Contra explained monkeypox is very similar to smallpox, which was eradicated in 1980.
It is a pox disease, meaning it produces these pustules on the skin surface as its main calling card, if you will.
But he says it's much less deadly.
So hospitalizations for monkeypox would be unusual.
I asked Dr. Contra, could we be headed out of one pandemic into another? He says no, COVID-19 is much more contagious.
Monkeypox is mainly transmitted by very close physical contact.
Contra says monkeypox can be transmitted through respiratory droplets like COVID, but it won't happen nearly as fast.
You have to be within 6 feet for over 3 hours to really be likely to transmit the disease. Very different than COVID-19.
With this new outbreak, Contra says we're in a very different place than COVID in the spring of 2020. The healthcare system is already equipped to fight monkeypox.
We have antivirals and vaccines and antibody treatments, and it is really not expected that it will cause a worldwide pandemic the way COVID-19 did.
While monkeypox is a less dangerous disease, people with symptoms like that telltale rash should still talk to their healthcare provider. This helps officials contact trace and make sure anyone exposed can quarantine for the necessary 3 weeks. In the studio, Sonica Bargo, ABC 27 News.